Have you ever wondered what
While
it's like to
immersive,
carry a huge
these
screen in
floating
front of your
displays
eyes without
often
holding
cause
anything?
fatigue,
Without
as
a
the eyes
headset,
constantly
without
struggle
looking
to
like you just
adjust
stepped out of a
focus.
sci-fi
We can
movie.
manipulate the
That's
model
the
right
exact
here in the
feeling
room.
you get
Let's
when you put
isolate
on the
the main turbine
XR.
assembly. As
But
the
here's
data
the question.
shows, the efficiency gains are
Does that
substantial.
first wow moment
Can AR glasses
actually
enhance
last
short-term focus?
when you use them all day?
We put
Today,
them to the test in
we're
a
diving
busy
into
environment.
exactly that. Tan, trust me.
Buckers.
Some surprises only
While
reveal
initially
themselves
engaging,
after real-world
prolonged
use.
use of the floating
Stick around
display
because you
forces
won't
the eyes
believe
to
how this
constantly
tiny
refocus,
device
leading to
quietly
the rapid
changes the way you
on-ramp.
watch,
As you can
work,
see, the
and
wireframe
move.
And the lobby access
The first
point,
thing you
how does
notice
that
when you
integrate
put them
with
on
the
is the
closet?
design.
allows us
They
to
look like
enter our main
oversized
entrance here.
sunglasses, not bulky tech. The weight spreads across your nose bridge and the arms over your ears, which means even after minutes of wear,
Start
your
by
face
tightening
doesn't
the
feel
main
pinched or
straps.
strained.
Then
That
secure
might
the
sound
load lifters
basic,
and the sternum strap
but comfort
for an
is the
even weight
first hurdle for
distribution
any
and maximum
wearable.
comfort.
I remember the first time I wore them during a commute. I didn't even notice the glasses until I glanced at the screen. That's when I realized the balance and weight. Distribution
good dog?
R&D. Just comfortable there, smartly
You're such a
engineered to
good
make the
boy.
device fade into daily life. Now, here's a twist
Tethered augmented
you might
reality
not expect.
offers incredible
The
graphical fidelity for
XREAL
complex
Air
designs.
doesn't
But
run
in a
apps on its
fast-paced
own. It
environment,
doesn't try to be a phone.
Proper fit is
It's
essential for maximum
a
comfort. Ensure your backpack
Display.
straps are tight
It mirrors
and the weight
content
is
from your
evenly
phone or
distributed.
connected device instantly. No boot animations, no clunky software menus. You plug in the USB-C cable, and the screen is right there, floating in front of you. Your eyes adjust almost immediately. And because there's no internal processing, the glasses stay cool, no heat creeping up your face. No fans worry. That simplicity makes it feel less like a gadget and more like an extension of your daily
Start
tech.
by tightening the main straps.
Let's talk
Then
about the
secure
visual
the load
experience,
lifters and the
because
sternum
that's
strap
where
for an
the
even
almost
weight
EXA
distribution
magic
and maximum
begins.
comfort.
The display feels like a massive tablet floating in space about 2 meters away. Text is sharp, videos are bright, and the screen size adapts perfectly to your
good
field of
dog?
view without making you feel cramped. But here's a small
You're such a good boy.
catch: positioning matters. Tilt the glasses
Yeah,
too
I
high
just
or
sent
low,
over the revised
and the
report.
image shifts.
Let me know what you think.
That's physics, not
I
a
should be
flaw.
back at the
But
office
once
in
you
about
adjust
20.
them properly, the screen feels incredibly natural.
While the commercials
almost
show
like
us
it was
this
meant to exist there all
idealized
along.
future,
And
the real work
best
often looks a little more
part,
like this.
your neck doesn't get
Oh,
tired.
stop it. That's
Unlike
hilarious.
tablets or laptops, you're not constantly
Yeah, I
craning
should
to
be
see the
there
content
soon.
to
Maybe
just look.
20 minutes.
And it's there. That audio is another subtle but crucial factor. The XREAL Air has open-ear speakers near your ears, so sound plays directly toward you without earbuds. In a quiet room, it feels personal, almost like someone whispering your favorite videos straight into your head. Outside, or
From
in a
harsh
louder
sunlight
environment,
to soft
there is
indoor
some sound
environments,
leakage,
our
which
adaptive
means
display
people nearby
technology
might hear faint
dynamically
audio.
adjusts.
That's a trade-off you get used to quickly. It's not private headphones, but it's convenient and social if someone talks to you mid-video. You still hear them, and the interaction doesn't break. But here's where things start to get interesting. The glasses aren't just for sitting still. I took them on a walk around my apartment, and even a small park outside. The display stays in your line of sight, moving with
When
your
outdoors,
eyes rather than
always
the
adjust the
environment.
brightness to
You
counter
remain
glare.
aware of your
A quick
surroundings.
tap on the temple works.
And that's important.
And don't forget to
You don't
monitor
feel
your battery
isolated or
life.
sealed off. And yet the content still dominates your vision just enough to keep you immersed. TC's Wearable almost XR. Makes sense the device flirts with immersion but never isolates you completely. And that careful balance is what makes them comfortable for long-term use. Now, you might be wondering,
Yes, I'll send that report
do
right
they
over.
get in the way of daily
Sorry,
life?
what was that?
Here's the surprising answer. Not really.
Wow, look at the frog
Not
jump. And
really.
the hummingbird
They're not
is
heavy.
flying right
They don't block
here.
peripheral vision entirely.
It's
And you can
amazing how
interact with
immersive
people
this is.
naturally
I
while
can check
wearing
my
them.
calendar,
The only
pull
reminder
up
of
a
their
map
presence is
overlay,
the cable
and even
connecting them
reply
to your phone.
messages
That's a
without
minor
touching my
tether.
phone.
But it's also a
seamless.
grounding factor reminding you this is a tool, not a portal into another world. Stick around, because in the next section, we'll see how connectivity, movement, and content playback reveal the true personality of these glasses in real-life scenarios. Once you've adjusted the fit and plugged the XREAL Air into your phone, the real test begins. Daily life in motion. Sitting still is one thing, but can a device like this actually keep up with you? I decided to find out. I took them on a short commute, walked around the living room, and even tried them while cooking. And here's what happened. The display stays stable. The image follows your
Look,
eyes,
I can literally
not
pull
the
up the map right
environment.
here.
You can glance around
is
naturally,
incredible, Elena. I
interact
have
with
to get a
people,
pair.
and the screen remains readable. That's surprisingly different from a VR headset, where every movement requires recalibration. The XREAL Air doesn't force you to freeze your move, and the display simply stays in your line of sight. Now let's talk about control. Unlike some AR headsets with complex gesture systems or onboard apps, the XREAL Air doesn't try to reinvent how you interact. You use your phone as the controller. Tap, swipe, or select
That sounds amazing.
exactly as you normally
Honestly,
would.
I can hear
At first,
everything perfectly
this
out
feels
here.
almost
It's so much better than
underwhelming.
blocking
You might
everything
expect
out.
more tech wizardry. But
I
then you
know,
realize
right?
how powerful that
It's honestly the
simplicity
best of
is.
both worlds.
You don't need to learn new
I
gestures,
can hear you perfectly, but I also
troubleshoot a
heard that
menu,
taxi coming up
or
behind
figure
me.
out how to pause a video. It host works, and that consistency makes it easy to integrate into everyday routines. The next surprise is the versatility of content.
The AR
because the
display
glasses
dynamically
mirror your
adjusts for
phone.
harsh sunlight,
Anything you can
maintaining
play on your
vibrant
device
contrast.
appears in front
Inside,
of your eyes. Videos, presentations, apps, everything pops onto the floating screen. But here's the subtle difference that really matters. The size of the virtual screen feels massive compared to your phone, without needing a giant TV. I remember watching a short video while seated on the couch. I could glance up from my laptop, look at the floating screen, and read every word clearly. The size and clarity of the display make it feel like you're holding a 100 screen in your head, but your arms don't get tired and your neck doesn't
Prepare
ache.
for an
That's a
experience
real-world
unlike
convenience
any other.
most people don't expect from
This is where the
Wearable.
screen
Displays
disappears and the
that then
story
comes
comes
the
alive.
real-world challenge. Movement outdoors. I walked around a quiet street to see how the open-ear audio and display behaved in a semi-public
did you
environment.
finalize the report
The
for the
audio
2
is
p.m. meeting?
directional,
Yes, I
so you
just
get
sent it
most of the
over.
sound personally.
These open ear
But
ones
people
really help
nearby
with
could hear faint
multitasking.
traces. That's
To get the most
not
out
a
of your
flow,
AR
it's
glasses outdoors,
a
start by
design
adjusting
choice.
the brightness
Open-ear
with a simple
sound
tap.
keeps you aware
Then
of your
use the
While I watched a
navigation
short
overlay to
clip,
guide you.
a
And
neighbor
Gadget,
waved
the
at
most
me,
impressive
and
feature
I could
this week
respond
has to be
naturally
the
without taking the
augmented
glasses
navigation.
off.
I just
That's not
swipe my
something you
route in
get
the
with
air,
traditional
tap
headphones
the
or
side
VR
here,
headsets.
and
And it quietly changes how long you're willing to wear the glasses. The cable is a minor consideration. You're tethered to your phone,
Comfort versus
so free
immersion.
roaming is limited.
What matters
But
more in
interestingly,
the world of
that
wearables?
tether also keeps the experience grounded. You never feel like the device is trying to be more than it is. It's a screen. It's portable.
Can AR
It stays
glasses
connected.
replace a second
That
screen at
realism
home?
is refreshing. It doesn't pretend to float in space or do magic it. Just mirrors your device faithfully, and in doing so, it becomes
はい
predictable,
リンゴですね
reliable,
繰り返してください
and strangely
Bingo.
relaxing. Now, let's talk comfort over long periods. I wore the XREAL Air for over an hour while switching between sitting, standing, and even pacing back and forth. At no point did my face feel sore or
I honestly
fatigued.
barely
The
noticed I'm
glasses are
wearing
light,
them
well balanced,
They look
and
really
engineered
good. You
to
seem
sit
totally
naturally.
comfortable.
Because
I told you it would be fine.
there's no heavy processing inside the frame. There's no heat buildup. My ears didn't get hot, my nose didn't get pinched, and the display didn't induce eye strain. It's subtle, but this kind of passive comfort is what makes you want to keep using them in real life rather than just as a short demo. Then there's social comfort, a surprising strength. I tested interactions with family and friends while wearing the glasses. Because the display doesn't cover your eyes, they can see your face, and you can see theirs. I didn't feel cut off or hidden. Even small conversations felt natural.
AR
And in a
glasses
world where
reduce
most
neck
XR
and
devices
eye strain?
isolate you, this is a quiet but critical advantage. You're still present in the room while enjoying a massive virtual screen. But here's the cliffhanger. Everything we've seen so far works beautifully in controlled scenarios. Sitting, short walks, and quiet spaces. What happens when you push them into real-world chaos? When devices update, notifications appear, or lighting conditions change outdoors. That's exactly what I tested next, and the results reveal the true personality of these glasses. Stick around, because in the next section, we're diving into real-world daily use, multitasking, and exactly how these glasses perform when life refuses to pause.